All right. And we're, like I said, we're feeble in this truth. The Lord brought us super low. The Lord brought us super low. You know, if we were able to see, if we're, Lord willing, we're of the elect, if we were able to see our first estate, we would just start crying at how low the Lord brought us, how much He humbled us. You know, some of us are like extremely short. You know, there's a bunch of different things. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to go down the line. You know, some of us are super short. Some of us, can't run that fast. All right, just we've been brought low. All right, I'm not. If I'm gonna get a scripture that's in my mind too, real quick. It's in Psalms. All right, and especially like when we get those new bodies, Lord willing, will the elect. It's gonna be like night and day. Like what the, like what? We're gonna like in the kingdom. We're gonna be super tall, man. We're gonna be like 9, 10 feet tall. You know, perfect beards, perfect. Everything, perfect jawline, perfect vision. We're gonna have telescopic vision. Hell, we're gonna have heat vision in the kingdom. We'll be able to shoot lasers out of our eyes, like Superman. That's what's coming, man. When I continue reading in Isaiah, but I'm gonna get this real quick. It's on my mind. I'm gonna get this because we're feeble, man. Psalms 38:6. I am troubled. I am bowed down greatly. I go mourning all the day long. Like I just mentioned, the Lord brought us super low. All right. It says, "For my loins are filled with a loathsome disease, and there is no soundness in my flesh. I am feeble and sore broken. I have roared by reason of the disquietness in my heart. Lord, all my desire is before thee, and my groaning is not hid from thee." It says, "My heart panteth, my strength faileth me. As for the light of mine eyes, it also is gone from me." So the Lord knows everything that we're going through. He sees, our suffering, and He's gonna reward us according to our good works. He's gonna make sure that he increases our strength. All right, it says He giveth power to the faint, and them that have no might He increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young man shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read that in the NLT. Hold up. It says, "Even the youths will become weak and tired, and the young men will fall in exhaustion." Testosterone is at an all-time low, even in young men. All right, I did listen on an article. There's particles of plastic in men's testicles. So the Lord has to literally, like, we need divine intervention for what this devil Esau is about to bring. His drones, his robots, his all these crazy weapons that this devil's about to bring when all hell breaks loose. And trying to entrap us, try to imprison us. Make us take that MOTB, which is gonna fail. You know, but it says, "But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles." We're going to be able to fly. I mentioned Superman. I mentioned heat vision. What else could Superman do? He could fly. All right. We're going to be able to actually fly because we trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. The Lord, you think that's a hard thing for the Lord to give you the ability to fly without wings? You could just jump up in the air and just take off and fly. You think that's a hard for the one who created the entire universe, who created air, He created water, He created the elements. You think it's a hard thing for Him to let us to be able to fly because we trust in Him? Come on now. It says niggas will be like, "Oh, that's science fiction. Oh, this is the comic books. That's not real." They'll squint at you. If you said something like that to a low vibrational person, they're gonna squint at you. They're gonna look at you like you're crazy. Well, we'll see. We'll see when the Lord does this. It says they will soar on high like wings. Salaki, they will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. All right. Let me see this real quick. I was trying to see. All right, I might have to do a part two. I'm not trying to make this lesson too long, It says, but those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Meaning we're going to have infinite stamina. We're never going to get out of breath by running. That's what the scripture is saying. The Lord's going to increase our strength, man. We're never going to get tired. All right. And this is before we get the new bodies. This isn't even when we get saved and get new bodies. This is before that. The Lord's going to give us a sneak peek of that power. All right. You know, Christians they will never bring this out because they don't understand it. All right. The Lord's going to give us the power to fly, man. He's going to give us super strength. He's going to give us infinite stamina. That's what the scripture is saying. All right. I'm going to get this in 1 Maccabees 3:19. All right. 1 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 19. It says, for the victory of battle standeth not in the multitude of an host, which an host is an army. It says, but strength cometh from heaven. So it doesn't matter how much soldiers you got. You know, if the Lord wants your army to lose, you're going to lose. You could have 1,000,000 soldiers on a battlefield and you're fighting against, you're 1,000,000 soldiers fighting against only 20. If the Lord wants those millions of soldiers to lose, they're going to lose. It doesn't matter how many of them are there. So that's what the Lord's going to do for us. Just as he did in the past, like Gideon and his 300, Gideon, there was only 300 men, and the Lord was with them. They won, It's the same thing the Lord's going to do with us. We're going to be up against overwhelming odds, but the Lord's going to allow us to win against all odds. He's going to give us power. These devils are going to come with all type of, technologically advanced weapons, sonic rays, microwave guns, sound weapons. And that's not going to be nothing compared to what the Lord's going to give us, the power he's going to give us. We're not going to need a jetpack. The Lord's going to give us the power to fly, man. These devils are going to have Iron Man suits. They don't show you this stuff in movies for no reason. It's about to happen, man. All right? It says, they come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us, and our wives and children, and to spoil us. But we fight for our lives and our laws. Therefore, wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before your face. And as for you, be ye not afraid of them. So we're not to be afraid of them. 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. I'm going to try to hurry up because, like I said, I'm not trying to make this video too long. What was that? 12 and 9. 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. He said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. And I just brought out that scripture. We're in a weak state right now. The Lord weakened us. But the strength of Yahweh Shema Shai is made perfect in weakness. That's how the Lord shows his strength. Like I mentioned, like with Gideon, a few men, he showed his strength in a few men. All right. It says, most gladly, therefore, I will rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahweh Shai may rest upon me. Showing you that it's not of man, it's of the Lord. A lot of us, we're so feeble and weak. It's like, it's divine intervention that we even have the energy and power to be able to do this work. I'm going to end off with this, 1 Corinthians 1 and 27, real quick. 1 Corinthians 1 and 27, it says, but the Most High have chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise, which is Esau. Esau is the wise, He has all this technology, all this knowledge, but he chose us, the foolish things. We're looked at as foolish. The whole world looks at us like we're fools. But he chose us to confound the wise. It says, and the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things that are mighty. So it's a David and Goliath story, We're, Lord willing, we're the house of David, and we're fighting against the giant, the elites, the wicked elites that control this evil society. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. Once again, giving our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakawadash.